Wednesday is the 8th. What's going on, you guys? My bad. What's going on, you guys? With you guys to another One Take Podcast. It is Wednesday, July 8th. Got the prime Hokage and legit anime in here with me today. And y'all know what Wednesdays are for. Wednesdays are for the top fives. And today's top five, we got two of them coming from the MCU and the DCEU. And I know what you're probably thinking. The DCEU only got 8 movies, but it doesn't matter because 5 of those are going to be on a list today.
Now, can we start off with DCEU because save Marvel for last?
Okay, go ahead then, brother man.
All right,
take the wheel.
I'm cool with that. I'm just saying because I already got my number 5 DCEU movie. It is controversial. You two might not agree with it. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm ranking it my number 5. Wonder Woman 1984. I'm putting that as my number 5 because I already know from the trailer. It's gonna be hype. I already know from the trailer. It's gonna be hype. Let's go. I don't have to see it.
If that's the game we playing, my number 1 is Man of Steel 2.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Are we playing? Are we playing that game? Are we playing?
I literally like the trailer of Wonder Woman 1984 than other movies on this list.
Man of Steel 2 is my number 1. Do my other 4 even matter?
Bro, how can you? Dog, that's why you want to start it out.
Yes.
That's why you want to start it out. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna actually give a real number 5. That nigga said Wonder Woman 1984. My number 5 is also controversial, which I thought you were leaning in the same direction as me, but I guess not. My number 5 is Suicide Squad. And I'm done.
Lavelle? PH?
Number 5, Justice League.
Okay. My number 4 is Man of Steel.
Are you a bitch?
It makes that top 5, hey.
I don't even know why we do these. Like, these certainly, like, because we know what my number 1 is. Like, we all know what it is.
What's my number? Well, let's keep going. We're gonna see. I'm trying to say Marvel for the end. But honestly, Man of Steel. I'm just gonna say this real quick before I go any further. Sorry, Man of Steel. Gotta give it props. The first time I watched it, actually, I think it was the second time I watched it with Angelo. He told me to shut the fuck up because I kept talking about DBZ and the shot with the skyscraper. It was funny, but point being, I actually did enjoy Man of Steel a lot. Like personally, besides the flashbacks, which I feel like I didn't really need them because I kind of got what was going on. I love the whole story of Superman. I love how it's going on. He is technically my second favorite DC superhero, like main superhero. Like I love Batman, and then it comes Superman, and then it comes to Bat Family. But anyway.
You put him number 4. I don't care.
Whatever. Point being, I gotta give it to the movie. It was good for the time that it came out. It definitely picked up the reins. It wasn't as hyped out as the other movies that are at the time. So I feel it's a little bit underprivileged or underappreciated, but it's a good movie.
Okay, good. Okay, Fred. I see you, Fred. My number 4 is BVS. I really enjoy BVS, and there's some things that'll never be good. The Martha stuff, the Lex Luthor piece of candy stuff, how Doomsday looks. But other than that, I think I really get some enjoyment out of this movie. I always watch the Ultimate Edition one, but yeah, I really dig BVS.
Martha!
I don't know if this movie counts, but it's my number 4, Shazam.
Of course it counts.
Shazam is it's just a great movie. Like it's just a really good movie.
Yeah. It really is. It's funny. It's entertaining.
I don't personally care for Zachary Levi, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, like there's very few complaints you can have about it. One complaint I have is I didn't get to see Superman's face at the end.
Oh my god!
But see, it's minor stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. It's minor. By the way, it's my number 3. I'm talking about it because it's my number 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about it because it's my number 3.
That's cool.
Besides number 3. So besides that, and I feel like the actor wasn't as full in sync with the kid. That's my only thing. Like literally, I have no complaints with the movie. It was entertaining. It was a fun time. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Well, my number 3 is a little bit different. Aquaman. Love Aquaman. Oh my mic. Love Aquaman. One of the big things I love about Aquaman is because one, it is super grand in scale. I love the dynamic between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa. He looked like he's having a fucking blast in the movie. Black Manta is fucking awesome. And one thing I love about movies is I love the war, but the fact that the end of the movie is literally just two guys going one-on-one, I think that's what really brought it home for me because I really like one-on-one fights. And this movie had quite a few one-on-one battles that I enjoyed quite a bit.
Aquaman is my number 3, so I can't. you said everything that I was saying. The battle at the end, right? Like, even though it was a war, it was just two guys going at it. So I can't.
Moses?
I can't agree more.
Go again. It's my number 2.
Oh, okay. Well, my number 2.
I only had 8 to play with.
Yeah, I know. That's not a lot. But my number 2 is Shazam. Shazam is probably my fourth.
Wait a minute. Because Man of Steel is not on your list.
Whoa, what you talking about, man? What you talking about, man? You don't know what number 1 is, bro.
You a whole bitch and a half.
Hold on, man. You don't know what number 1 is, bro. You
Your
think
number
you know
1 is
what
Wonder
you
Woman. Stop the bullshit.
Listen, man.
Y'all kidding.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and make this. Let me go ahead and put this down for you real quick, okay? Let me explain myself. I had Suicide Squad at number 5. You know why? Because it got Will Smith. I don't care who the hell Henry Cavill and Superman is. They not Will Smith. And I got BVS at number 4 because it got Batman and Superman. So don't act like I ain't giving Superman no love on my list now, dog. Okay? I'm appreciative of Superman. And Shazam gonna be number 2 is because Shazam is my favorite, well, like my 4th or 5th favorite comic book character. Him and Spider-Man usually go back and forth. So, and I love the movie.
Lavelle? Number 2?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I don't even want to talk about it. Wonder Woman is my number 2.
And mine is my number 1. Wonder Woman! Yeah!
Yes, my number 1 too. Cause, okay, Fred, what we gonna do? I have multiple videos about how much I love Wonder Woman.
So I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. Wonder Woman is the movie that put DCEU on the map. It's the one who has one of the best superhero scenes in superhero cinema, being the trench scene, obviously.
You think it's the best scene? You think No Man's Land is the best scene?
No. I say it's one of the best. It's not the best. I have a lot of other ones I can compare it to, but it's definitely in the top 10. It's definitely in the top 10.
Wait a minute.
Superhero scenes.
Fred, name one scene that's better than Wonder Woman, No Man's Land.
I Am Iron Man.
You fuck out of here.
No. Personally, for me, it's better.
No.
The Valkyrie scene in Thor Ragnarok.
The Valkyrie scene in Thor Ragnarok is the only one that comes close. And I don't think it's better than No Man's Land.
I
have quite a few different ones.
Man, listen, first of all, he should have been even back. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to do that.
But anyway,
I'm not going to even get it. That's your opinion. I don't let you have your opinion. I don't want to be that person who just shit on other people's opinion, even though your opinion is absolutely garbage and sucks. But go ahead.
Anyway, Wonder Woman put it on the map. It's awesome. It's the best DCEU film by far. It set the precedent. She's in charge of the Holy Trinity at the moment, over the DC Holy Trinity, and she basically is setting how everything is set up in the moment. Also, why I put her at my number 5 because I love the number 1 so much, the original movie. I know the second one's going to be great. I know it. I know it's like no debate. I know it's going to be great.
Right,
I have that much confidence in it.
Because you can talk about how much you love Man of Steel, or that movie is really damn good.
Hey! I'm talking. Let me talk this one.
Oh, wow.
My number one is Man of Steel. Why?
Really? Oh my! I can't believe it.
He paved the way for one. Henry Cavill and Man of Steel is the reason we got Shazam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. It's a great all-around movie. If you haven't seen it, just trust me, it'll be one of the greatest superhero movies you've ever seen.
It's also the reason we ain't got a Man of Steel 2.
Shots fired.
We don't have a Man of Steel 2. BBS is the reason we don't have a Man of Steel 2.
Shots have been fired. Okay, before this escalates, because I feel this is about to escalate. Let's go to Marvel. Who wants to start?
I'll start with number 5. Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah, these lists gonna be pretty different.
I completely agree. Right, so Moses, me or you? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, because you want to say anything about Winter Soldier before I go?
No, just a great movie. Great.
Okay.
So bad. This one was so great.
My number 5 is Spider-Man: Homecoming. I like the simplicity of it. It wasn't too, hey, the world's about to end. It was just a kid in high school who wanted to be a superhero, man. And I really like that. I really like the neighborhood Spider-Man aspect of Homecoming. I really do.
Man, like honestly, not just that, it also kind of made you that wasn't where he was welcomed into the MCU, but also made you get a feel of who Peter Parker was in the MCU, and it feels like he's been ripped straight out of the comics. Though it's also my number 5.
Which is also
my number 5, which is also why I'm talking about it. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Okay.
And I'm being completely fair. It could have went to Spider-Man, and there's 3 other movies that I like all equally. Spider-Man, I'm just a little bit biased, so it got that edge by like not even an inch, like just barely got that, barely got that win. Barely got that win. And I'm just going off of honorable mentions: Ragnarok, Guardians 1, and Doctor Strange. Just getting that out there. Honorable mentions for them.
I ain't gonna say my honorable mention because that might give away some stuff.
It just Spider-Man narrowly won, and that's literally it. LaBelle?
Number 4, Age of Ultron.
I like it.
It's a shocker to me. I did not know. Wow. Okay. My number 4 is Civil War. Man, Civil War really good. Civil War was really good. That's the whole airport scene. Yeah, man. I don't nothing to pretty much miss with Civil War for me.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
My number 4, Endgame. Iron Man scene, snapping fingers. Captain America grabbing Mjolnir. Everybody coming in with the army. One of my favorite scenes actually from that movie, again, this actually goes to Cap. Before he actually got the whole army behind him, he was actually walking up to Thanos and his entire army. And in that shot, you realize that he didn't know he was going to get backup. But he was still going to try and fight that entire army by himself.
Fred, we know the story. He can do it all day. We know.
I know. He can do it all day. And Iron Man, of course. But anyway, number 4, Endgame for me, is what it is.
It is what it is. Cut. Number 3.
Number 3, Thor: The Dark World.
I can't clap for that.
I wouldn't even post this shit. I wouldn't even post this shit that was on number 3. We would literally end the podcast forever, okay? Come on, man.
Number 3.
Ah. Oh, I'm done.
You finna lose all
Great movie.
participation.
I love Malicos. I thought it was great.
It's not even his name.
What was his name?
I hate you so bad, he said Malicos.
What was the guy's name?
Malicus, man. I think.
Malekith.
Yeah,
Malekith. Yeah. He's great. He's great.
Okay. Nothing to entertain this. Okay. Because I think we're all hungry right now.
What's your number 3, cuz?
All right, man. All right, I'm just gonna edit that part out and say that's your number 3. My number 3 is Endgame for pretty much every reason Fred said. I like the culmination of everything. While I do, honestly, part of me kind of feel like it's a little too long. And there were some parts I was less interested than others, like the whole time travel stuff wasn't that great to me, but I really like the movie ends. And what the movie does is like the whole build up to it is amazing. So yeah, he came out number 3.
Okay, he's gonna want to shut the podcast down. My number 3 is Thor: The Dark World. I'm lying, man. It's Iron Man. It's the OG. It's Iron Man. I want to see your reaction. Iron Man. It started with the MCU. It's our boy Tony in the suit. It's the classic MCU movie. I got no words to say.
Really?
It is.
I didn't know you like Iron Man that much.
Yeah, the first one. It's a solid story from start to finish.
Give us number 2, man.
They're ready for number 2? Number 2, my girl, Captain Marvel.
Good movie. Good choice.
He could have easily been number 1. Easily been. That's a great movie, great origin story. Brie Larson, fantastic.
Nick Fury in it was great too.
Right, Nick Fury was in it. He was great. You can't go wrong with him. She's like their Superman. Love it. Gotta love it.
He wants to end the show right now.
My number 2 is Infinity War. Okay, Infinity War, man. Yeah, Infinity War is my number 2. Yeah, I really dig Infinity War. Like the fact that the whole twist with Thanos winning, snap at the end, the whole everybody was separated. I thought it was just a well-crafted film, and like from the first 5 minutes, like you in for some shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely Infinity War.
Ibamba. It's my number 2 as well. For me, the reason I like it more than Endgame is I feel it's as a standalone compared to Endgame being standalone. Of course, they're a culmination of 10 years. It makes more sense. It doesn't have as much shenanigans with the storyline, kind of that Endgame had, which I still love Endgame, but it had a little bit of loose threads with the time travel and everything going on. Love how Thanos was presented again as the main focal point, the main guy, the main character, kind of, sorta. I love how just Hulk got. Oh my gosh, Hulk got demolished, and that you just set the precedent for everything to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Endgame was on number 2. Sorry, Infinity War. That Endgame. Infinity War.
Yeah. What's your number 1, man?
My number 1, Iron Man 3.
It's a good movie. I like it.
All right, cool. Hey, all you need, you already explained it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, man.
How can you not love Iron Man 3? We literally get all of the suits he's made at that point in that movie. And if you are a fan of Iron Man, you love the suits. You can't go wrong with this.
You broken his heart.
You can't go wrong with the suits. And so the boy who helps him, rebuild the suit, it's just an overall fantastic movie. So I think it is the best movie in the MCU period. And up until this point, I don't think they made anything better than Iron Man 3. The story, the acting, it is all there. If you haven't seen it, if you don't remember it, I recommend you go back, take a look. Iron Man 3. And then after that, watch Captain Marvel. Great movies.
Now, I'm going to say this right quick. I think your cuz is just about ready to take away your cousin card or any kind of nerd card you have. If he had the ability to, he would have shut you down in an instant. He would have shut you down. Moses.
You ready, cuz?
I'm ready. My number one is Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew nothing about them.
Trash.
Absolutely nothing. And after I walked out the theater, I felt this bliss. Okay, and I think it's the one I probably rewatched the most, and I think it's probably the most rewatchable. You know what I'm saying? Of all of them, like it knows what those characters are, and it just leans into it in a way that like you get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. Good choice. Great choice.
I'm the only person with good choices.
Civil War is our number one.
Civil War. Oh, wow.
I loved the story, the fighting versus. I still feel is the most complete story Marvel's put out to date, including multiple heroes. The introduction of Spider-Man.
Better than Dark World?
Yeah, including multiple heroes, yes.
Okay.
So the Dark World only had one hero, remember? Thor? Again, including multiple heroes. So going off of this, introduction to Black Panther, introduction to Spider-Man, big staples. Not to mention the fact that you actually get to see what I consider to be a great fight with a bad ending.
Didn't they think about introducing Captain Marvel in that as well?
I believe so. I mean, that would have just made no matter what the best.
I thought that's kind of where they wanted to bring her in. Would have been great, I think.
Oh, definitely, because she was involved with Tony and everything in general. Yeah. How she saved his life.
How that would have made sense in Civil War. She was stronger than everybody.
That's
for what reason, I don't know.
That's why it makes sense.
To just introduce her to stop everything or beat up everybody?
Exactly.
Yep,
exactly.
Yep.
You guys, the podcast will be discontinued until I find a new group of people. So if you guys want to be a part of the podcast, leave a comment down below. And I'm pretty sure, even if you're like, 4 years old, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to come up with better stuff than some people who are part of the show now. So, email me your resumes, you know what I'm saying?
What's the final question?
I'm going to look closer into it. Hold up, Fred. Let me finish, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some recruits here, man, because I think the show as it stands can be improved on a few different parts. Some people, they're just not, some people just aren't good at certain things, okay? Yeah, everybody can't be great at everything, okay? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, go ahead. Cuz, if, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and give us your last question out.
Last question ever. This is something I thought about the other day. Of all of the fictional worlds that we like, anime, multiverse, comic book, pick a movie. What world do you think is the safest? Like, would you feel safe to live in? If you had to pick one, like which world would you live in? Because you feel like it would be the safest.
I thought we already did this one.
All these movies has this post-apocalyptic thing. Like everyday you living in one of these worlds, where would you live?
Didn't we already do this one or no?
No.
We said which one we said which one we would live in, but we get like the abilities and stuff.
Yeah,
so
you get to be a superhero. Yeah, so it don't matter then, like, because any danger comes, you can fight it, but you as a normal everyday person, no powers. Like, what would kind of be what is the safest? Because Because I was thinking, where would I want to live if I had no powers? I'm just an everyday shopkeeper person. I'm like, and I really had. It was really tough to be like, damn, I don't know where I would live.
Shit.
Because they are pretty dangerous.
Okay, so technically I have one, but I'm pretty sure you don't know what it is.
Comic book and anime.
Yeah, it's an anime.
Okay.
It's an anime. So you guys are not gonna know what it is. It's called Snafu. It's My Youth Romantic Comedy is Wrong. It's basically a slice of life anime where it's about this one guy who has to work in a service club and he has to basically pick between like 2 or 3 girls. I wouldn't mind living in that universe because the drama is involving within. There's no world ending. The world is normal.
Okay.
So that'd be my pick.
Mine would also be something similar to that, and mine would be an anime called Fruit Baskets. It's pretty much only thing that happens in it is like this girl hugs these guys and they turn into animals, like pet animals, like little dogs or cats and shit. But that's the most craziest thing that happened to that. Other than that, they just like some high school students. So fucking, I can be a teacher or anything. Like nothing bad actually really happens now. Plus, it's like kind of fun. I'm really legit have to think because all these places that we watch are fucking terrible. But you know something? You know something that I'm thinking about? What's so hilarious to me is I'm pretty sure if some of these anime characters got to see what happens here, they wouldn't fucking want to live here either.
That's true. That is true.
So this is probably like a bad answer because I haven't seen as many anime as y'all because I only watch Apocalyptic World.
You're fucked. You're fucked. We get it. You're fucked.
The only one I could come up with where I feel like I would have a semi chance if I didn't do shit to fuck over people, Death Note.
I thought about it.
You're fine. You're safe.
Right. If Death Note would probably be the safest place for me.
Let me tell you what you're wrong.
But I've never seen it. But I know y'all said it, and I was thinking, if there's a show called Prince of Tennis, it's got to be safe. There's no way that's not.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe.
I've never
Prince of
seen
Tennis.
it, so I wasn't gonna cop out and be like Prince of Tennis. So I said Death Note.
So let me tell you why you're wrong. Donald Trump exists as president of the United States in the Death Note universe.
Who?
Donald Trump exists as the president of the United States in the Death Note universe.
I mean, Fred, so far I'm alive now. I think I'd be all right.
No, I'm just saying.
I actually live in the United States where Donald Trump is actually still.
Let me rephrase one thing. I forgot to mention one important thing. In the anime, he gets the Death Note. Sorry, in the new manga, he gets the Death Note.
So I said, wait a minute. I ain't seen that. I'm talking about the Death Note that we have that's been out now.
He also still don't know him though.
That's true. He doesn't know you, so you're safe from that expense.
Right.
So you gotta not stand out.
Even though the chances are very slim, I still don't think I would want to be there.
No, I wouldn't want to be there. But like of what I've seen, it's the safest place.
Man, I thought about Bleach. I thought about Yu Hakusho.
Bro, you think about Bleach, Hakusho? Like I went to like the staples, like Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, hell no.
Hell no.
And I thought about Naruto, and I was like, no, Pain, push shit out and hit and leave. I'm not fucking with that.
We should have made it be from like big anime though, because like Fred, me, you kind of picked the cop out.
Okay. Pick from big anime. From big anime. Give me a second. If I have to pick from a big anime. God damn.
I'm low-key getting scared if you think about this shit. Like fuck.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Fuck.
I mean, Fred, you can technically go Pokemon, right?
Man, do you think about?
If I'm normal, I'm dead. If I'm normal, I'm dead. They get electrocuted. They get burnt. No, I'm dead.
That's terrible.
Did you, Mom?
I thought about that. That was
same thing. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Shadow Realm. I would choose Yu-Gi-Oh probably, but I'm normal. I don't have cards.
Why would you?
I don't have cards.
You said what?
Why would he get sent to the shadow realm? He said shadow realm. Why would you get sent to the shadow realm?
He might be dueling. He might be real good. He gonna run into one of them niggas with a
No.
Freddie Lopez do a shadow game. I'm like, oh fuck, Fred.
So with me, no. If I'm normal, that means I'm not dueling. So to me, it basically comes out as somehow I get into the shadow realm, not on purpose, but by accident. There's a lot of freaking people around here with all this stuff. No, I'm good. I don't want to run that risk. I don't want a god card to come after me or shit. If I'm normal, completely normal, me, like no extra nothing.
My Hero Academia.
I was thinking the same thing for a second.
My Hero.
But you're still kind of...
That's semi.
Do I still don't get a quirk or nothing, right?
No quirk.
So wait a minute. That's
normal.
Because I did say normal, and normal in there is to have a quirk.
Because 20%
people who don't
20% of people don't have it.
Not be normal.
No. 20% of people don't actually end up having quirks. So you can still be normal and not have it.
By definition, normal is the majority, right? The majority of people are born with 10 fingers and 10 toes. There are people who are born without them. They're still normal, heartbeat, lungs. But by definition, if you ain't born with 10, it's abnormal. If you're born with more or less, it's not normal.
So if I don't have a quirk, I'm abnormal. So since in this case, being normal would mean I don't have a quirk. And I don't have to do no superhero shit, so I think I'm technically living a regular life. So
right.
Yeah, I think I'll take my hero.
Right, like he doesn't have to be a superhero because there are people with quirks and have regular jobs.
Still gonna be like, somebody destroying a building today. I'm like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be. I wasn't even supposed to come to work today. But fuck, I came in off somebody else.
Man, this is still tough.
So
yeah, it's tough.
Let me see. If you had to pick, so best place to live, what about the worst place to live? Like if you wanted to like go to a world to commit suicide, where would it be? Like I'm trying to die today. As soon as you get there.
Gotham.
Dragon Ball, because they'll bring you back to life.
Gotham.
Huh?
Oh my, yeah, that is a terrible place.
If you trying to end it all as soon as you get there, One Punch Man.
That is a terrible place.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's the place.
I don't want to get 8 though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain ways I don't want to drown. I don't want to be on fire, and I don't want to get 8. That's why I never get on a boat because I'm 3 after half.
I know my pick.
If you just wanted to like end it all, you could go there and do it fairly quickly.
So
I feel like in Gotham, like you could just be walking in a random day and somebody just kill you. I feel like Gotham is a terrible, terrible place.
Yeah, Gotham's basically gonna die.
I think One Punch World is probably the worst.
Yes, because cities are constantly being destroyed.
Think about how many people
whole cities.
Think about how many people died in season 1 of that show.
Oh my. A shitload.
Tens of millions of people gone.
By the way, the safest one of big anime I'm choosing is Beyblade.
Oh my. That is a good one.
That is a good one. That's a good one, Fred.
That's the safest one I'll have. Now, place to die, I still think Attack on Titan is like...
I just knew Fred was going to be like Princess Mona or some shit.
No. Beyblade. Place to die, I think it's Attack on Titan. But I can't say why yet, so I'll leave it at that.
Fred, we've seen it.
I hate it when he does.
I do too. I really do. I guess probably one of the most annoying things ever. It's like, he'll say something like, that's spoiler, I don't want to say that. Like, you knew what you was about to say before you even said it. You just said it so you can say, oh, no.
I'm trying to build hype for y'all.
Fred,
I'm trying to build hype for y'all.
Like, don't. Attack on Titan's world, it's already shit.
Exactly.
Because
it can be worse. Yes, it gets shittier.
Because it gets shittier. It doesn't, like, it's still a shitty, if you want to die quickly, I don't see any difference between going there and dying in 2 seconds versus 1 second.
That's fair.
Then you get 8. Bro, I'm sorry. I just really don't want to get 8.
Yeah, I don't want to be bit in half. Because you can still be alive, technically.
Yes.
It would take a while. It could take a while to die.
You want to commit suicide?
Just imagine a big naked motherfucker running at you.
Oh, wait. If you want to die quickly, Star Wars.
No, I don't think so.
Planets are
Yes,
being blown
sir.
up.
Planets
Death
are
Star.
being blown up.
Multiple planets being blown up.
But Cuz made the point today, like they released a map of like the Star Wars galaxy. There's so many places they haven't been.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Like
fair.
so many
Places
places they haven't been.
Those places might be safe.
It's actually probably pretty safe. Like depending on what
But you
area.
know what? But no, then you're right. Put me in Gotham because Batman's always discovering some kind of death. He's looking into the mystery of a murder, anything in general. So yeah, a lot of people die.
Hey, I love Batman, but in all honesty, Gotham is as bad as it is, even with Batman. So I'm kind of sometimes I'll be wondering, like, dude, do you really be doing anything? Like, you late for a lot of shit. Like Batman doesn't really like his whole thing is supposed to like save people before they die. Like,
Yeah, and not just that. Not to add insult to injury, but you also won't do anything about the Joker, and the Joker's escaped multiple times and killed multiple people multiple times.
At some point, you gotta start killing these niggas, man.
Yeah, so that's not one thing. Like I love Batman, I really do, but I love what he stands for. But realistically, the guys he lets go or puts back in Arkham, they get back down, they kill people. So Gotham is a place
to die. I don't want to become that Batman. If you literally become a villain and start killing all of these terrible people, the city would be a better place. They'd be like, "Oh, the bat ain't bullshit. I ain't gonna do nothing."
You think so? Like, what if his mindset is like he kills all of them and becomes the villain of all of them combined? Who's gonna stop him?
The Batman he loves.
Well, it's okay.
Who's stopping him? Nobody.
Well, you know what? I would rather deal with the one him rather than have to deal with 79 villains on the day.
I feel like he won't kill me. I feel like he won't kill me.
If Justice League Dark showed me anything, I don't want to deal with a good Batman, let alone a bad Batman.
You know, that's fair. Okay, guys, so let's conclude with this. Batman can basically
He better start sending motherfuckers to the Phantom Zone or some shit, then. Damn.
Oh, that's a good solution. I like that.
Arkham does not work. It has not worked ever. What is the point of sending people to Arkham?
You know what? That's true. That is very true. You know what? I like that. Phantom Zone Batman. He needs it.
Jesus.
And that way the villains can kill themselves there. Okay, so, question? That was it, right?
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was the last.
So that was it. So again. So before we wrap up, I gotta say DBZ may wait for the big three.
Cause so you know Superman line. That's you.
Superman paved the way for all superheroes.
You guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know what your top 5 DCEU and your top 5 MCU movies fan down in the comment. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel.
Don't forget your applications.
Oh yeah, send in that shit now.
Captain Marvel is the best.